This is supposed to be a end of the year book haul. I got all these books back in December, but now it's January, so it's more of a beginning of the year book haul. I split my books into two categories: books that I have already read that I enjoyed and wanted physical copies of, and then books that have just caught my eye and that I wanted to start reading. Let's start with these two books. These are two books in the Windy City series. I got The Right Move and I got Play Along. This one is basketball and then this one is baseball. Even though the sports aspect really doesn't matter in either of these, it's like a backdrop to the romance. I have reread this book twice, so I know that I like it. And this one I read when it came out, but I know that it became my second favorite. I need to do a reread of this one, but I wanted to have the older versions. I was going back and forth with myself on whether or not I wanted to wait and get the new updated versions. I decided to just pick up the old ones, which I do love these old covers. They look really good together. So I got these two. Then I got The Favorites. This is about two messy ice dancers. They're partners, but then a lot of drama happens between these two people. I wanted a copy of this book since I finished it. I just needed it to be in paperback, and it finally is. I need this to become a show badly, and I'm pretty sure it was in production or talks to be made into a show. I'm not sure about the update on that, but it's currently a good time to make a show that centers around an ice sport. We have heated rivalry, 10 out of 10. The Deal, I believe, is set to come out sometime this year. This needs to be the next one. Watch this space. It's the perfect time to do this. And if you're really crazy, get the same people that made the Daisy Jones and the Six show. And don't put it on Netflix. Give it to Amazon Prime or HBO. Thank you. The next book I got is Acts of Desperation. I read this book 2 years ago and I remember really enjoying it. I need to give it a reread. This is a book about a woman who enters a romantic relationship with this man who is a writer, and I believe he breaks it off really abruptly and it leaves her really confused and it kind of just consumes her. And I've been wanting a copy of this book because the cover is so good. I love the yellow on the black. Gorgeous. The last book that I've already read and wanted a physical copy of is Not Another Love Song by Julie Soto. I reread this book last month just on a whim. It is so good. Like, it's so good. It's about two musical prodigies that are both in the Pops Orchestra in New York. Our main character, Gwen, has had a big crush on Xander. Excuse the name, it's a stage name. But she has liked him for a while and he doesn't know that she exists until they have a run-in. Gwen is offered first chair in the orchestra and Xander has secretly been wanting this for a really long time, and that creates some tension between the two. But they just can't stay away from each other. This is so good. Julie Soto, please write more contemporary romance. If you like Ali Hazelwood, you need to pick up this book, especially since we're heading into an Ali Hazelwood drought. I don't think she has any plans on releasing something super soon, so you need to pick this up. The proof is in the pudding, okay? Pick up this book. Now for the books that I haven't read that I want to pick up. And I'm just gonna do quick, like, one sentence summaries of these books. The first book is Beartown. Something bad happens that ends up affecting everyone in this small honky town. That's what I know about this book. And I need to read this winter. It's a top priority. The next book is The Wondrous Life and Loves of Nella Carter. It's about a woman that makes a bargain with death to have more time to live. I'm pretty sure this is a magical realism book, which isn't usually my cup of tea, but the ratings and reviews for this book look really good. And this was a gift, so I'm gonna read this book. The last book I got is The God of the Woods. I actually didn't plan on picking this up physically, but I was at the register at Barnes & Noble and this was a monthly pick and they were like doing some sort of deal where you can get this half off, so I just got it anyway. This one takes place in the summer, so I'm gonna hold off until then, but it's about a 13-year-old that goes missing at a summer camp. I'm excited and a little nervous to get to this book because it's really long. Usually I like a short mystery, but this one is 550 something pages. Okay. Great. Those are all the books that I got, and now I'm just going to go over some reading goals that I have for 2026. The first one is try not to fall into social media hype. I don't have TikTok currently, but that was definitely a place that I would get really caught up in the next book that was supposed to be really popular. I'm gonna try and let the dust settle around new books that are getting a lot of buzz and figure out if this new book is something that actually piques my interest or if I'm falling into the social media hype of feeling like I need to read this because it seems like everyone else is reading this book. The next one is take a break from romantasy. I actually think I did a good job last year at doing this, and I'm going to continue this year. Not to say that I'm never going to pick up a romantasy book, because there are series that I'm in the middle of, or if something catches my eye and sounds interesting, I might read it, but I need a break from that subgenre. I really do. I don't want to waste my time, and I don't want to hate read, so knowing what I know about romantasy currently, it's just maybe not my thing, so I'm just gonna put it on the back burner. This year, I want to go into more books without the ratings and reviews in mind. I just kind of want to pick up a book randomly and see how I feel about it without a lot of outside influence. The next goal is to read at least one nonfiction book a month. In past years, I've actually been way better at this, but for 2025, I guess I just wasn't in the mood because I read maybe two, which is not usually what it shapes out to be. I did end up reading less books overall this year, so maybe that's it, but I do enjoy the occasional nonfiction book, so I would love to get back into that. The last goal is to read more physical books, and there are two parts of this. I want to actually go to the library and pick up physical copies. I use my library for like 95% of the books that I read. I just use like an audiobook version or an ebook version. But this year I want to actually make it a point to go to the library and look through all the aisles and pick out what stands out to me. The second part of this is to read every physical copy on my bookshelf, which is, I believe, around 15 books, which I don't think is that crazy because I just bought all of these. I think this is a completely reasonable goal, and I really want to do it this year. The issue with me is that I'm definitely more of a mood reader, so I think I'm gonna have to force myself a little bit to pick up some of these books on my shelf at times, but I do want to do this. This is the end of the video and my first video of the year. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, and if you want, you can subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video.